Hello and welcome to the unit on database management. This unit consists of 20 marks and this is the part 15 of this particular unit. And in this video we are going to discuss about the topic Cartesian product on two tables. So let's get started. This is the syllabus and out of the syllabus we are going to study the topic that is highlighted in red. So without any further ado, let's get started with our topic. So what is Cartesian product? Cartesian product is a type of join that combines all possible rows from multiple tables to create a new table. So what it is? It is a type of join. So we should know that whenever the word join is involved, that means more than one SQL tables are involved. So it is such a type of join which combines all the possible rows from multiple tables in order to create a new tables. Okay, so in this type of join there is no condition. Simply what we do, we make all the possible combinations of all the tables that are involved in this particular join. The name of this join is Cartesian product. What is done here? Each row from the first table is paired with every row from the second table and so on, generating all possible combinations. Let's see with the help of an example. Let's say we have two tables as you can see in your screen. What happens in case of Cartesian product? The first row from the first table will be paired with all the rows from the second table. So at first the first row of the first table will be paired with the first row of the second table, resulting in this. After that, what will happen? The first row of the first table will be compared with the second row of the second table, which will result in this. Then what will happen? We will move on to the second row of the first table. So the second row of the first table will be paired with the first row of the second table, which will result in this. Finally, what will happen? The second row of the first table will be paired with the second row of the second table, which is the final Cartesian product. So finally, if we do the Cartesian product on both this table, as you can see in the screen, this will be the result. So in the result, what we are seeing, it is combining all the possible rows from each and every table. This concept is known as Cartesian product. Let me show you the same example, the implementation of the same with the help of an example. So we'll be taking the two tables A and B, which I have discussed in the previous slide. So this is the table A, which has three columns: roll number, name and marks, with the values for roll number as 1, name as ABC and marks as 15. And the second row, the roll value is 2, name is DEF and marks as 30. And this is the second table, that is the table B. Here also we have three columns: exam ID, code and sub means subject, and we have two rows which are filled with data. Now in order to do Cartesian product of both these two tables practically, how we need to do? We simply need to type select star from table 1, that is A, comma table B. That's all. Now you put a semicolon and press the enter key. And whatever we are seeing as the output, that's the Cartesian product. If we see this table properly, we will notice that here each row of each table is compared with each row of the second table, and this is the result of the comparison. Cartesian product is also known as cross join. So what we can do, we can use a keyword known as cross join to generate the same Cartesian product. Now how to use the keyword cross join in order to generate Cartesian product? Let us see. So for that we need to do select star from A, cross join B. What is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is that we want to do a Cartesian product of the table A with the table B. And what will be the result? The result will have all the values from both the tables. And as I press the enter key, I am getting the result. Now, if I compare the tables with both the queries, the first query that is select star from A comma B and the second query that is select star from A cross join B, I'll find that the output from both these two queries are same. You can use either of the methods to generate the Cartesian product. Alright, now let's see it in the slide. So we had the two tables A and B. In order to find out the Cartesian product, we did select star from A comma B, which resulted in a table which had all the possible combinations of both the table. As we have already seen in the definition of Cartesian product, that it combines all possible rows from multiple tables to create a new table. So in this resultant table also, it is combining all the possible rows from both the tables A and B in order to create a new table, as we can see in the output screen. It is also known as cross join. So we can alternatively give another query here, which is select star from A cross join B. Alright, now let us see some properties of Cartesian table. First property is that there is no specific condition that is required in order for Cartesian product to take place. So without any condition, Cartesian product is done. And since it is done without any condition, therefore all possible rows from all the tables are combined here. So remember, this is the first property. What does the second property says? The second property says that degree of the Cartesian product is equals to the sum of the degrees of both the tables. Now, what is the meaning of degree? Degree means the number of columns in a table. And we had another term called cardinality. Cardinality meant the number of rows in a table. So, what is the number of column in the table A? If we look at the table A, we will find that the number of column in the table A is 3. What is the number of column in the table B? If we look at the table B, we will find out that the number of columns in the table B is 3. So finally, we will get the resultant of the Cartesian product. So the resultant degree is equals to 3 from the first table and 3 from the second table. If we add them up, we will get the result as 6. So in order to get the Cartesian product, we need to add up the degrees of all the tables. The third property is number of rows is equals to the number of rows of the first table multiplied by the number of rows of the second table. So how many rows are there in the first table? We had 2 rows in the first table. How many rows are there in the second table, that is the table B? In this table B also we have 2 rows. So what is the total number of rows in the resultant table? It is 4. Why? Because it is number of rows of the table A into number of rows of the table B, that is 2 into 2, which resulted in 4. So these are the 3 important properties of Cartesian product. So with this, we have come to the end of this particular video, and with this we have completed these topics from the syllabus. Thank you very much. I hope that the session was useful. Thank you.